Yeah. Okay. So ReadySet's origin story. I like to say there's kind of the official version of ReadySet's origin story and then the unofficial version. And both are true. Two things can be true at once. The official version is, I spent 10 years working as an international human rights lawyer and labor rights advocate. And I started my career in war zones. I was working in Afghanistan, and then I was working with in refugee camps on the Thai-Burma border. And I really kind of thought about violence and justice as something that was exceptional, and in those terms and that framing of exceptional circumstances. But gradually, my career moved me towards these protracted human rights emergencies. And so in the last role I had, I was working with sugarcane workers in Nicaragua who were dying of occupational disease. And there, I really saw the kind of two-sided nature of work, where people were working for opportunity, but they also knew that work was what was killing them, right? And they made that conscious choice. And it woke me up to the real power of structural violence. In that situation, I like to say in the kind of the town where the largest sugarcane plantation was headquartered, you couldn't get like lunch, after like 1 p.m. Like places just shut down during the day. But there were 24-hour coffin shops, right? Because of the scale of violence that was happening. And at the same time, I was seeing that workers were really being impacted in what we were calling the future of work, right? The rise in technology, um, greater, casualization or third party employment. And so it just really became clear to me that that was the issue, is the issue that affects all of us is how we work. And when I came back to the US, it really became apparent to me that DEI was the future of work issue. What kind of opportunities people got to have, how folks were treated at work, and the kind of physical and psychological impact that that had on them. And then the overall social impact that these companies that weren't diverse or inclusive were having on the world. And I have to say, it was 2015. And so this was like the rise of big tech. And we were seeing that influence everywhere. And so that's kind of what got me to start Ready Set. That is the official story. For the sake of time, I will tell you the unofficial story very quickly. I was working in a toxic environment. I was a Black woman working in a toxic environment, and I wanted to take charge of my own destiny, and I wanted to make it so that other people didn't have to experience what I was experiencing. And I think, at the end of the day, you can think intellectually about the future of work all you want, but that unofficial story is really what continues to drive me today.